For every one time that I mentioned Valentino Uomo born in Roma, somebody came right after, was like, yeah, that's dope, but you gotta get the intense joint. Why don't people just let me enjoy the originals and automatically make me go buy the flanker? Like, Jesus, people, work with me here. I'm not an ATM spitting money out there. I got miscellaneous children that might be claiming child support in 14 years.
Like, if you leave children behind, pay your child support on time.
Always be prepared. I love Born in Roma, but everybody was like, yo, you need the intense is better. Oh my God, get the intense. I was doing no comparisons of Fragrantica, and there seems to be some differences between them, but I don't know if I'm looking forward to those differences. The original joint is just so well done that this might completely F it up. There's only one way to find out though. Let's roll my music so we can check out the ever hyped by y'all Valentino Uomo Born in Roma Intense.
Welcome to the YouTube channel that will make you laugh more than a gaggle of unicorns mating in the Serengeti. His wealth of knowledge will make the most astute astrophysicist question. His life decisions, led by his spiritual advisors, Chuck Norris and Walter Mercado, I present to you Mr. Kind of a Big Deal.
Kind of a big deal.
Blessing one of my beautiful peoples, you know who it is. It's your boy, C to the U to the B to the A. Bro, Sephora's shelves look like they were ransacked. It would have been a Sephora out of LA. Anytime I see some news clip online, it's dudes in LA running into a store, ransacking it, running out while the security guard's just like, yeah. All right, cool. Hey, good luck. Sell that to me later. Like, there is no law in Los Angeles?
You went shopping.
I went shoplifting.
See, a New York cop is a little bit different. They're grimy as shit. They want to catch you. They want the notch on their belt. Their ego needs to be stroked a little bit.
Cause this is New York.
I caught the guy who stole the Louis bag. You know what I'm saying? He wants like applause when he walks into the station. New York cops have self-esteem issues. Just saying. Valentino Born in Roma. Yeah, I got this joint from Sephora. It was a $20 off type in-store shit. So I took advantage of that joint. So I finally got it in hand. And I hope this is the one everybody's been talking about. Born in Roma Intense. Yep. So here's the visual differences between them. You see a little bit more of a pinker hue on the Intense version on the bottom of the bottle, but essentially they're both pretty much the same shit. Looks like a pair of masculine Louboutin slip-on sneakers. So the notes for Valentino Uomo Born in Roma Intense are a little bit more simplistic when it comes to Fragrantica. Like that mineralic note that I do like in the original is not listed in there, which kind of has me concerned. Like, I think that's what added the whole essence and sex appeal to the original joints. Like, if you're taking the minerality note out of this joint, that wet concrete-ish kind of vibe, like, then what are we doing? Like, is it really the same fragrance? Is it really a flanker? Well, like, I'm nervous about this joint, to be honest with you. Everybody's complimenting the shit out of it, but we'll see. Very nice, but it is missing that mineralic note. It is good though. The lavender here is money. The vanilla is smooth. It's slightly dry from the vetiver essence. You got woody notes. You got a little bit of a slight candy vibe. It's also very clean. There's a lot of body wash elements in this fragrance that make it super like, oh, massappeal.com. But it is missing that little touch of minerality, at least on the test strip. I'm not gonna front. It does have an addictive quality though. There's something about this joint that keeps bringing me back. That subtle sweetness and addictive quality about it, it hits. I don't know if anybody else has gotten this, but I'm getting a slight Paco Rabanne 1 million light sweetness. Like, something about it has that gummy kind of essence coming off this fragrance. I don't know if I'm the first to say that or I haven't watched any videos. If anybody else picks it up, like, it's a powdery gummy sweetness. Like, if you take one of those old Bazooka Joe bubble gums, they always had that white powdery dusty shit around it. Maybe so it's the wrapper so it won't stick to it. It feels like a dusty sweet bubble gummy kind of sweetness in here, along with that candy vibe and that vanilla dryness. All right, let's try this on skin. It is very good. I do miss the mineralic note though. I really do miss that note. It had a body, it had an essence, it had a masculinity about it that really played off fire. Before the end of the video, I'm gonna do a side-by-side comparison to see which one I personally prefer. But let's see what this shit does on skin. Much more drier on skin. It's more vetiver, vanilla. Still got that gummy, powdery essence. Very addictive. Fresh, very clean, soapy even. But it's more on the sweeter, bubble gummish, candy powdery vibes that I'm getting off the skin. Extremely versatile. You can pull this shit off any season, anytime, any place. Nothing offensive about it. It's a very, very good fragrance. But is it better than the original? I can pretty much tell you right from jump, before even smelling the fragrance, that there is no redundancy here. So you can literally own both, and although aesthetically they look pretty much the same, oh, nah, they're not even. Damn, this is tough, my guy. In spraying the original, Look, I'm more keen to the original. Look at the goose pimples, bro. The original is just something about it off of me and how my nose interprets that fragrance makes it ultra sexy off my skin. Yeah, the new one, the intense version, although, I mean, delicious, might be a little overly sweet as opposed to the original, still keeping that sweet energy, although it's different, but that mineralic note, that level of mild grit, that wet concrete vibe, that brick cementish kind of scent. Something about that adds this masculine flair to it that it just knocks on my door perfectly. It tickles my nipples.
Man, you got my nipples hard.
Now, I will say this, the intense version off of my skin seems to be performing a little bit louder than the original. And I can confidently say that I don't feel that there's any redundancy between both of these fragrances because they're different enough. I mean, they barely have similarities. I'm not even gonna say different enough. They don't really smell like each other, like at all. I know you guys were like, yo, the intense is the fire and whatever, and the intense is 100% a ball sprayer. Shit is super good. But for me, my taste, my nose, my fucking skin, you saw the pimples, dogs. The original, it just hits different off my skin. The original for me is a little bit better for my taste. However, the Born in Roma Intense is extremely good. It's just a little bit sweet. And when I mean a little bit, I mean a lot. But if I was gonna go for a sweet fragrance and I had to choose between this and like a Paco Rabanne 1 million or even 1 million Privé, it'll be a strong battle. Like with the original one, trash. I'd fucking chuck that shit and buy this fucking 100 times over. The Privé is actually one of my favorite in that Paco Rabanne lineup. I know there's like 48 flankers of 1 million that I haven't smelled, but that one I would give a very strong like, competition with this one as far as sweetness is concerned. But between these two, as I stated, the original Born in Roma works magically off my skin. But the new joint, the Intense, I can see where the hype is about. I can see why people like it. I can see how the shit will get you some bussy. That's booty, dick, and pussy. I don't know what you into. So is Valentino Born in Roma Intense good? Absolutely. Full ball spray. I would say it's a buy and it won't be redundant from the original, but smell them side by side before you make a selection because you don't need to buy both of them unless you're a collector. Then why the fuck not? Ball spray. Sweet, sexy, date night, versatile. It's a very, very good scent. For me, not better than the original. I love y'all mother suckers from the heart. Have you smelled them side by side? Did you walk into a Macy's or a Sephora and was like, let me do this side by side comparison before I pick one? And which one made the cut? I'll see y'all stitches next time. You know who it is. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Let's get your boy to 100K so I can give my baby his plaque. Smooches.
Hey, for all the chicks that got dead in the penthouse suite on top of my mom's crib. It's long since you never get in. It's long since that you would think that you would